These days in film world we are seeing lot of people talking about nepotism, and the film world is different from art world. But in art world, I think nepotism is also important, especially in gallery business. Since your father, your grandfather, they were involved in your mother, they were involved in art business in a very intimate way. So how do you see this problem of nepotism? Is it bad for business or is it good? And how do you react?
I feel nepotism is there in every field, whether it is sports like cricket, or it is the fashion world, or it is the film industry. But I also feel that nepotism has not resulted in anyone getting too much of advantage, whether we look at different generations of actors or different generation of artists. Like if we were to see Mr. Shamshad Hussain as opposed to MF Hussain, or a lot of other artists who were the children of some great stalwarts, I do not think they have benefited so much from their parents' legacy. And similarly, in the gallery side of things, I feel that of course having that legacy helps in terms of people having that trust on what you are selling, or having that confidence on the authenticity of what you are trying to sell. But in terms of the number of transactions or what you are selling, I think that really does not have to do too much with the history, because the newer artists that you work with, or the exhibitions that you do, that is what will dictate your standing in the art world. Because the Hussains and the Sousas and the Swaminathans, of course, were promoted and brought to the forefront by my father, or Jamni Roy and Sailoz Mukherjee by my grandfather. But that would still not be included in my legacy. I would have to find my own artist or promote my own artist to have that legacy of my own.
But in business sense, I think one has to be very careful about picking up staff and like other things. How do you see this problem of art business?
So these days, of course, art has turned into a very different set of values, or different set of ethics have come into the art world. During my parents' time, I would like to think, or from what I saw also, art world was always a thing of good faith. Like things were bought and sold on merely good faith or good advice, that there will be old collectors, or they would be fond of something and they would be buying. And even if somebody was looking to sell, nobody would really go into too much of details of where they bought it from. The number of galleries are very few. Whereas today, authenticity, and even in terms of, like, there are so many people who worked with prominent galleries in the past, who are today trying to sell art on their own. Like there is Geeta Gallery or Dhumimal Gallery Associates also. There are people who've been associated with reputed galleries and are today trying to sell works themselves, but are not essentially works which you can blindly trust. Or just generally in the art world these days, there are lots of authenticity issues, there are lots of issues which come in. The values have also gone up, which make all these problems come in, and it has happened all over the world. Indian art market is not the only art market which has seen this. Internationally also, as the prices started growing, there were lots of problems of fakes, and that is where reputed galleries or reputed auction houses have to come in and have to establish that confidence in people. And I feel at the end of the day, in these things, everybody is human, everybody can make mistake, but a reputed gallery or a reputed auction house should always give that confidence to people that they stand by whatever they sell, even if they have a work which is I would not say wrong, but is a work which cannot be, which people have some doubt over. That work also, a gallery or a reputed gallery should be able to stand by the work and say that we have sold it and we stand by this work. I think that will give a lot of confidence to the people trying to buy art.